Crisis thing never happened to me in the city though. Is one time I was in Central Park and I can't believe this happened, but somebody told me to go back to my country. Yeah, and listen, you know, you think you'd be mad when that happens, but I wasn't mad because I turned around.
Which country are you from?
Which country am I from? You don't think this is the lady that asked me to go back to my country right here. What country are you from? You look like you're white, but you got so much surgery that you could be Latin. That's.
I'm Ukrainian.
You're Ukrainian. Oh, I'm glad you got out. I'm glad. You don't see. Oh, okay. See, a lot of Ukrainians are very aggro these days, and you're Ukrainian.
Do you know why?
Do I know what? Are you, bruh? Okay. Yeah, I know why.
Tell me why.
Because the capital of Russia, Kyiv, is now being overtaken.
Hey, that's not capital of Russia. That's Ukraine.
That was the joke. The joke is that I knew there was a war going on. The joke is not that I'm a pro-Putin comedian. That I haven't even heard of that, frankly. You know what's funny? I fucking dated a Russian girl at the beginning of the war, and she was in what?
How did it go?
I'll tell you. You know, it was a pretty interesting relationship, but let me tell you, at one point she farted in front of me.
Oh.
Yeah. And she was embarrassed about that, but I was like, look, baby, you don't gotta be embarrassed about that, because I'm American and you're Russian. We need Russian gas, you understand? Bottle that shit up. I would pay $3. I'm tired of paying $7 a gallon. One time I dated an Israeli girl, she farted, I gave her 2 guns. Oh my god, that was so offensive compared to the suicide joke that he did for me. Man, I said I got off track. What should I talk about, guys? Alright, so I'll tell you about my background. That's what you wanted to know, right? Yeah. I'll tell you, because my parents are immigrants. You know, I don't have to say that.
Me too, I'm an immigrant.
I know that. Do you guys have stand-up comedy in your country?
Yeah, we do.
Really? Are you allowed to talk during stand-up comedy? Is that like a... If you're that loud, they're going to hear you in your bunkers. You know that. No. All right, listen. So let me tell you about my parents, man. My parents are immigrants, right? My parents, they're very immigrant. I don't know if your parents did this, but they used to scold me every day in fucking language I didn't even understand. Like my mom, every day she used to scold me in Spanish. And that upset me because we're Indian. So I was like... This is how strict my parents were, right? Like my dad was so fucking strict, dude, that like if we were watching a movie when I was young and a sex scene came on, he would always cover my eyes, and that way I wouldn't see him masturbating, right? I'll do one more and then I'll leave. Because my brother, so I have a younger brother, he's 9 years younger than me. And I know my parents got less strict because like by the time he was young, like I'll give you an example, when he was young, he used to be really difficult to like feed. So what my parents would do was they would take like a little bit of food on the spoon, you know, and then they would pretend that the spoon was an airplane and his mouth was the Twin Towers. Anyways, thank you so much. You're up for your host again.